there people, Ryan White here for hypeonmusic.com.au. For today's lesson we're going to go through and learn all the tasty guitar parts from John Mayer's song Believe. So let's get to it. Okay, so breaking down our main part here today, 3, 4 and... Alright, cool, really nice use of sixes here. So the first two notes in our first bar, we're just going to go, okay, 2 strokes on our D, which is the 10th fret on the E string like that. And then we're going to go to this shape here, which is our 3rd finger on the A, 12th fret on the A string, 1st finger on the F, which is our 10th fret on the G string. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So after our bass note, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once you're comfortable with that, we're then going to release our 3rd finger, slide our 1st finger down 1 fret, and then our 2nd finger is coming onto the 10th. Okay? Okay, we're just hitting that 6th interval there. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, change position, 5, 6. So 1, 2. Okay, one more time. Alright, moving on to the next one, people. We come down to the 3rd fret on the G here, and same rhythm in the bass. So, and then we're coming up to this interval here, which is our 2nd finger on the F, which is the 8th fret on the A string, and our 1st finger on the D, which is our 7th fret on the G string. And we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after our bass note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you're comfortable making that jump between the bass note and that interval there, then our 1st finger is going to slide down to the 5th fret on the G string, and our 3rd finger is going to come onto the 7th fret on the A, like that. And we're just going to go and hit the notes like that. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, slide our 1st finger down, 3rd finger on, like that, and just put that together with the bass note. So 1, 2. Cool, moving into our next part, people, we're having our bass note on the C, which is the 3rd fret on the A string. So just go 1, 2, and then our 3rd finger goes on the 5th fret on the A, and our 1st finger goes on the 3rd fret on the B flat note there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then we slide our 1st finger down again, and then our 2nd finger is coming on to the 3rd fret on the C there. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, slide our 1st finger down a fret, 5, 6. And with our bass note, we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all we need to do to finish this one off now is come back up to our original position on the D and go 1, 2, and original interval here, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we slide our 1st finger up to the 12th on the G, and our 2nd finger can come in on the B flat, like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. Alright, so that's all the parts individually. Let's put it all together now so you can see how it all connects and we can build it up in context. So 3, 4 and G in the bass here, C in the bass, back to D here with our variation. Start again. Slide that 1st finger up. Okay, so the next section we're going to move into now is the pre-chorus section, people. Let's jump in and demo it. So Cool, we've got that nice little lead-in lick to get us into the chorus. So we're starting off with a B flat and a D here. So we've got our second finger on the 8th fret on the D string, first finger on the 7th fret on the G there. And with our 4th finger here, we're going to reach up to the 11th fret. So we've got an octave on our B flat there. So a little bit of a stretch. And we're going to go 1, 2, okay, with the D and the G. And then we go from the G to the B, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And after that, you just move that 4th finger down a fret to the 10th and 7, 8. Okay? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move your 4th finger, 7, 8. Alright, so one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then for the next bit, we're going to move into a C major triad here, which is our first finger on the G, which is 8th fret on the B, second finger on the E, which is 9th fret on the G, and then third finger on the 10th fret there on the D. So with that C major triad, we're going to place our 4th finger on the 10th fret on the A there. And we're going to apply the same picking pattern here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the last 2 notes, we're going to lift up our 4th finger to hit the G and go 7, 8. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lift your 4th finger, 7, 8. So one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lift your 4th, 7, 8. So coming up in our next part, we're going to place our 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 7th fret on the D and the G strings there. Our 4th finger is coming in on the 8th fret on the B string, and our 1st finger is going to be sitting there on the 6th fret, just like that on the B string, ready to be called into action. So same picking pattern again, people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lift your 4th finger, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lift your 4th finger, 7, 8. So pretty straightforward once we start to see this picking pattern moving all the way through these chord shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then once we're comfortable with that, then we just move down to this G minor 7 here, which is this shape, which is 1, 3, and 7 of G minor. So 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the D string, 1st finger on the 3rd fret on the G, and then our 4th finger on the 6th fret playing the F on the B string. Same picking pattern here, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move this 4th finger down a fret, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move your 4th finger, 7, 8. So let's have a pass over this, just nice and steady in context. So setting up. Next chord shape. Next chord shape here. Okay, so putting it together slowly. So when it comes time for the variation on the second time through, this is all the same. C is the same. D minor is the same. And here's where it happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instead of bringing our finger down to here for 7 and 8 like on the first time, we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we come up to our 10th fret here, and so hammer on from 10 to 12, hit that double stop 10th fret on G and B, and then come back to our 12th fret there, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. So the next section we're up to learning now is the chorus section, leading in from the... Okay, and the chords we've got here, really simple. We've just got D minor, 2, 3, 4, G minor, C major, 2, 3, 4, G minor, C major. So we should know how to make that D minor shape from the section before with that little lick and the lead in. The second chord we'll need is a G minor triad. Okay, so just your first finger barring across the 10th fret. A, D, G, B, and E, and then second finger on the 11th on the B, 3rd and 4th on the 12th on the D and G, okay? And then our next chord is just a straight inverted C major triad here. So your first finger on the E, third finger on the 10th fret, second finger on the 10th fret on the A string there. So the chord progression is just D minor, 2, 3, 4, G minor for 2 beats, C major for a beat, and then we play that lick again, okay? So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Last one here, people. So super straightforward, this one here. So the next section we're going to look at, people, is the tasty guitar solo. So let's jump in, demo it up, and then we'll start breaking it down. Okay, so our first phrase with this one, people, is 2, 3. Alright, so nice and simple. Sliding into the 10th fret to the D with our first finger, so 1, 2, 3, and then coming up to the G string on the 12th fret. Okay, so bend up, and then back to your 12th. So slide in 10th, 2, 3. Just like that, nice and steady, 2, 3. Now the next phrase is by far the trickiest part of the solo, but we'll break it down into really simple steps. Once you get over this next lick, it's all downhill from here. So it starts off with, okay, this phrase here, which is bend up on the 12th, 10th fret on the B string, pull off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, after you do that, you bend up, down, and pull off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the pull off. Okay, so 1, 2, there. So, and then once you've got that part of the phrase nice and comfortable, the 7th and 8th notes of this phrase is just 12 back to 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the next 6 notes we need to look at here, people, is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So third finger on the 12th fret on the D string, second finger on the 12th on the A, first finger on the 10th fret there on the A, and then slide back for 4, and then 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you connect that to the first 8 we looked at, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then one more time here. Moving on from that, we have 8 more notes to round out this phrase here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. So we're going 8, 10, sliding up to the 12th. So 1, 2, 3. So sliding on the 3rd. Once you've got that comfortable, 10, 12, 10 on the G. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 is on the 12th fret on the D, 8 is back to the 10th fret on the D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's put this together with the earlier part of this phrase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again. Okay, so the next part of this one, peeps, is we've got a series of 3 hammer-ons in a row from the 10th fret to the 12th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then finishing on the 10th fret there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then coming up to the 8th fret and the 10th. Like that, the same idea. So 10 to 12. And then 8 to 10 on the A string. Cool, nice and simple that one. And then we move up to these double stops here. Okay, you could even slide in if you wanted to. So 1, 2, 3. Give you a little bit of attitude. It's just 3 hits on those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just like that. So once we got that really comfortable, then we go to this phrase here. Okay. So all we're doing there is sliding into the 12th with our 3rd finger on the A string. So 1, 2, 3, like that. So 1, 2, 3, so 10th fret to the 12th there. So 1, 2, 3. And then we've got this little phrase, or part of the phrase here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just bouncing back and forward between the 10th and the 12th there on the G. So okay, nice and smooth with that. And then once that's feeling nice and comfortable, we've got this last phrase here, which is so a little slide into the 10th fret on the B string here on the A note. 13, 10. Like that. And then bending our 13th fret there, so but only just a slight bend there. Okay, just up to that F sharp. Alright, let's put the whole solo together, walking it through it so you people can get one overall look nice and steady. So 3, 4, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so the last part we're going to look at, people, really simple and quick way to learn this one. There's some octaves in the outro, which is 3, 4, and 1, 2. Up to the 12th fret on the A, back to G, F. So that's just 8th fret, 8 and 10, down to the E, which is 7 and 9, and then up to the G, which is 10 and 12. Okay, so and up to the 12th fret here for the second part of it, back to the 10th on the G, and the F. Now, once you get that really comfortable, you just add in that 16th note funk percussive style strumming. So 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2. So that brings us to an end with our lesson on Belief by John Mayer. So make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons, people, to stay in touch and support the channel. And if you'd like to learn more about how to master the fundamental skill sets of contemporary guitar and set your playing apart, make sure you check out the High Point Music Guitar Fundamentals program. This course, with its unique and interactive method, will shave years off your development as it covers the processes that I use with my private students. You can even try the course on an obligation and risk-free trial before you buy it, so there's no excuse to be stuck with your playing any longer. And lastly, to become a valued member of the channel and directly contribute to the content that I'm putting out here, please follow the links below and sign up for a $1 per month support membership on Patreon. My name is Ryan Wyatt. I hope you get a lot of enjoyment out of this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then.